morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're having an amazing day. This is Rob. Welcome to Market Mornings. Let's make sure you all can hear me. If you please type the number 1 in the comment section or the chat box. 1 for yes. Let me know that you can. I would greatly appreciate it. You can type a 2 for no if you can't hear me. That would be fine. As we get started here, keep in mind that everything we look at is for educational purposes only. Nothing is meant to be advice or recommendations. And if you like what you see here today, folks, make sure you follow along with the various social platforms, not only the one that you came here on, but all of the various platforms that we have. You know, Sean and I and his team are constantly creating new content for us, taking videos and other things that we do and putting them out there. I have a couple of great things that came out of Mastermind Group last night that I want to use as well in some of the posts that we're going to do. So, guys, I'm really excited about it. So make sure you follow along on all the social platforms. Morning, everybody. I appreciate those ones. And with that, it is time to get started. Let's go take a look at the futures. All right. So what do we have? GDP this morning, right? Yeah, it was GDP came out this morning. Weren't good. It's final read for was it Q1? Yeah, it was Q1. Final read on Q1. The ES is down 1. By the way, just before we started, the Dow was up 90. And right now we're up 30. So we've taken a bit of a hit on that GDP reading. The NQ is down 19. Russell is up 40 cents. Ooh. Bitcoin is down $185, back under 20 grand again. Ethereum is down 45 to 1110. Gold is up 12, not surprising. And crude oil, there it goes again. $113.42 per barrel. So the overnight was kind of muted, right, in here. And then from the European market, which is where we see a lot of things happening, we just took off from there. So where are we now? So the YM is still at 30. So we've held. I'm just looking at the ES chart, the YM chart, the NQ chart. I'm just looking at all three of them to see what those candles are looking like and if we're going to sustain here, if we're going to bounce, if we're going to continue. Right, getting a little bit of a push to the upside. Let's go take a look at some trades from yesterday. This is the opportunity where you get to share the trades that you did yesterday. If you found something here yesterday that you liked, certainly make sure you share it with us. If you have other trades that you did, this is the chance, folks. One of the best things I did as a brand new trader is my coach, my mentor, had put a group of us together. And I didn't like the way the meetings were going. We were just BSing every time we showed up. It took me an hour and a half, almost 2 hours to get there. Cost me money because I had to take the Long Island Railroad. He was in Manhattan. It was crazy. I didn't enjoy it at all. So I said, why don't we get everybody to teach something, once a month, somebody teaches. And he said, great, you're up first. I'm like, huh? The best way to become a better trader is to share what you're doing yourself, right? To teach others, show others what you're doing. And that's what this is all about, right? For me yesterday, one trade that I want to talk about yesterday, I watched the markets go crazy yesterday, right? I mean, absolutely nutty, silly. Here, let me get this one up there. Absolutely nutty, silly, crazy, right, in the markets yesterday, right? You saw SPY, right? This was our pivot trade, right? You saw SPY come in. It broke hard on this pivot point. Very difficult to try to get anything in here, right? This run up gave me nothing. I had to wait, right? I wasn't interested in bearish yet. Once the market started to break, we broke down in here. We pulled back up. We failed. There's a pivot to pivot trade right inside of there. That was half the exit taken there, right? We pulled back up. We failed. There's second exit taken right there. Stopped out on the Qs. On the SPY, if you were following along, if you had a runner on this trade, and yesterday was a nice one for a runner, right? And then it continued, though, to roll over and give a really nice drop. It was about 45% yesterday on the SPY. So I'm happy. A great trade setup on SPY. Could not have been more excited about it at all, right? Let's see. Robert said 25 cents selling on Amazon calls, 26 cents on Q's put for a short scalp. Not a big day, but profits were taken. There you go, Robert. That's what we want. Sean said 2 trades on SPY up 8% and 15.6% respectively. and now out of trades for the week with the pattern day trader rule. Right. So what Sean is talking about is if you have an account with less than $25,000 in it, and it is a margin agreement inside of that account, you're a maximum of 3 intraday trades in a 5-day period. It's not the week, it's 5 days. If you start on Tuesday, it's till next Tuesday, right? It's 5 trading days. Trading days. If Monday's a holiday, which it is, that doesn't count. It's trading days, right? So the way around that is you eliminate your margin agreement. Good and bad. If you eliminate the margin agreement, you can't do things like spreads. All right. In most brokers, anyway, there may be some that allow it, but and also when you spend your $2,000 that you have or whatever it is, you're done for the day. You can't go back and get more money. But without that margin agreement, if you're okay without spreads, then you're looking at you could do at least 1 trade a day, right? Assuming you have enough money to do the 1 trade. Erica said I had several appointments yesterday, no trades. Yep, that's the way to do it, though, Erica. I try to schedule everything at once. You know, just do my thing, and if I got to give up on a day, not a big deal, right? Frankie said last minute meeting made me miss meta trade. Oh, sorry about that. Paula up 9% on SPY. Great job. Kevin, I'm up 25% on Snow, and will hopefully sell out this morning. Right? Snow was one of our candidates from yesterday. Yeah, it wasn't the day before. Also, I'm thinking it was on twice, but great job there, Kevin. Good. Excellent. Folks, I love it. I love it. So with that, let's go take a look at today's candidates. Alan said SPY died. Yeah, that's what we wanted, right? Or, well, that's not what we wanted, but when it moves, move hard. That's what I mean, right? So we've got a couple of candidates in here for today. I built out our list. We're going to start off with Dismal or Disney, as it is better known. Right? Dismal came from a long time ago when I was teaching and trading and just how bad they were as a company, the decisions they were making. So it's just an old joke. Disney right now, what was their news? Their CEO contract was extended. Now their CEO, let me sort that. Their CEO is, you know, he wrote a letter, of course, as his tenure was coming up. He had a 3-year contract. He wrote a letter of what went on through the last 3 years and how difficult it's been, but we've made a lot of accomplishments. And they did. They brought on that Disney Plus, or, you know, their streaming service, which has done not bad, not as good as he thought, but really not bad overall. Right? So they are right now up only 68 cents. So that good news, him staying on, has only brought him up 68 cents, keeping in mind the market is down right now as well. But if we're up 68 cents, that puts us at 96 and a half. So guys, that news hasn't driven us above 99 and a half. So for me to do anything with this news, I need the stock above 101 and a half and retest the 100. Then we'd look at a bull put spread below. I'm probably going to go below 98 on this one. All right, below 98. Goldman Sachs. Woo! Me liking me some Goldman Sachs. Now, they were on yesterday, right? They were on yesterday for passing the stress test. Today, Bank of America comes out and says, yes, we are upgrading Goldman Sachs. We think they're going to weather the storm. They're a great company. Not the norm for one to do that to the other, right? It's really got to be big for them to do that. So downgrades they don't mind doing to their, you know, competition type companies. But they got an upgrade right now. Goldman Sachs is up $1.71. It puts them to about 301, right? So 301, we're right at that 302.72 level. Same scenario. I want to see the stock above 304, a retest of the 303. And then a bull put spread below 300. All right, so we've got rules. We've got a scenario. We've got a dossier of what we're trying to accomplish here. It's a plan. It's not just a trade this. There's a reason for it. All right, next is NIO, N-I-O. NIO, there are reports on NIO of exaggerated financials within the company. Not good at all right? I'm looking at NIO today, and yesterday this came out as what is known as a Fibonacci four-step trade. I need to see the whole fib in there for you to see it. So Fibonacci four-step, and today is the completion of it. Close above the 764, which is right here. Check. It did that right on that day. Close below it. Check. That's step 2. Step 3, retest. Oh, that's step 3. Retest the 764. The trade is taken on the failure off of that, which it did. Step 4 is the exit is at just above 2120. Guess what? We're right now at 2073. Ding, 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 ding. This trade will be exited today as a Fibonacci four-step. It's when we teach in monster market movers, which, by the way, I teach tonight all the time. It is a great training that we do. It is chock full of candidates that will last you an entire month, just the way that we do them. A lot of fib stuff. It's a lot of total candidates. But when we look at NEO, they're down. And from a bullish bias, they're down at, we'll call it 21. They're just below, it's 2077 actually. They're just below that 2120 level. So we're going to look at a bear call spread. Man, we're barely at that 21. I am, a little leery about, well, we're not going to use 21. Bear call spread above 22, right? Because we're already at 2120. There's probably 50-cent increments on here. There are, right? So bear call spread, pins and needles. Pins is actually Pinterest, right? CEO is leaving, right? So on Pinterest, they're up 88 cents. Okay, they were down on the news originally. They might not like the CEO, right? 20 and a half. And we've had a nice channel going on pins, right? So we're at 20 and a half right now. So this just doesn't excite me. I'm going to say next. I'm going to pass on pins. All right. So, yeah, yikes on NEO. Paul said, so you suggest that the stock doesn't react as you want? Next. Yes, it's exactly it. It's exactly, Paul, if it doesn't do what you want it to do, unless it is that bi-directional trade. If it is setting up in a place, Paul, that gives you the opportunity to trade both ways, and your thought was, I am bullish, right? Well, if it goes bearish, as long as it's set up in the right way and the rules to that plan follow. In other words, you wanted it to move up, pull back to this level and retest. Well, now it breaks. Well, it's got to break and get below this level first to me, come back to this and retest and fail. Then as long as that happens, yes, I could take the trade. But I want you to look at it this way. If you just pick direction, you're saying, I'm bullish today. On this stock, I'm bullish. That's the equivalent of saying, all right, I'm at this street corner and I'm going to cross this 8-lane road to get to the other side. And then you look up and go, oh, wait a second. This corner doesn't have a traffic light on it. And there's no medium for me to stand on to get through. Well, hey, I already said I'm going to do it. So here's where I cross. Wham! Right? Hit by a bus or a truck or a motorcycle or a bicycle. Who cares, right? You go find a different block to cross. Same thing here. The bullish doesn't work. Can't, Mr. Miyagi, best block, no be there. Right? Get out of the way and find something else to do. When Mr. Miyagi moved, he attacked somewhere else. Right? He didn't just get out of the way. He followed through. If you can, then we follow through. Let's see. Mike said he did SPY just to cover the existing gap before it jumps up. You guys are looking at candidates already. Okay. All right. So let's leave that for a second. Let me get through on the next three. RCL, Royal Caribbean. They're not in the news today. Then why are they on your list, Rob? Because Carnival was in the news. Morgan Stanley cuts their price target from like 13 to 7. Okay. Which I think they were already trading at 7. But so maybe a little late to the game. But Carnival was affected. Norwegian was affected. Royal Caribbean has been affected by that because they're going to look at it. People look for the sympathy play. Where else? Royal Caribbean is down $1.84, right, to 38.30. So where are they sitting? Right here at this fib line right now. They're in a bearish bias. Do I need a fib in there? 38.48C. We need a fib it. That's good. I want me a fib it in there. So let's go add the, let's see, 48.50. We need both. Let's go add the negative 136 and the 118. So we're going to look at a bear call spread above 44 on Royal. Tesla closing a plant, shutting it down, or an office, shutting it down. 200 people laid off yesterday, right? Tesla on that news down $7.49. They were up in pre-market. They're down right now. I'm glad that they're down because up wouldn't have helped us much with as little as it was. They're sitting at 690. 690. Where's our moving averages? 706, 712, 690. I like it. The problem is, I say the problem is we're looking at a bear call spread above 746, right? For me, we're also looking at long options here. So in this case, a put. Same with Goldman Sachs, by the way, guys. Long options. Why? These are Rob. These are me. Why would I say that? I know these two companies. They're part of Power Option Plays. It's what we trade all the time. I know their heartbeat, how they work. I've got a dossier built on them. I know when you see this, this happens, right? I understand that about these stocks. NEO, not as much. Royal Caribbean, not as much, right? Disney, not as much. Those two are part of the top 20 that we trade. Yes, I know them inside and out. Their heartbeat, everything about them. If that's you, if one of these stocks is you, you're a big NEO trader and you get NEO, then by all means, go ahead and look at directional trades. And last one is Upstart. Downgrade by Morgan Stanley today. Upstart is down $3.85 to $32 even. 25, 41, 25, 35. Okay, so we need to put Fibbits in here. We need a negative 136 and a 118. If we need this one, we need the other. So negative 136, 118. And by the way, if we go back and look, they were a $400 stock. They lost 90% of their value. Gone, plus. All right? They've been decimated. There we go. Good. So they're sitting right now, good meaning the Zoom, not the price. I'm not worried about that. So the price is at 32 right now. So we're going to look at a bear call spread above 34. All right? So with that, I didn't say it, but Sean did. I don't think I did it. Drop your candidates in of the ones you want me to take a look at. I might have said it. I don't remember. Of what you want me to look at today, and I would be glad to check those out. It gives you an opportunity to get one more look at your candidate before the market opens, and it helps everybody else that's here come up with candidates as potential trades. I had Amazon written down from what Alan had said yesterday. Actually, not Alan. Sorry, Charles had said yesterday, right? So I find some candidates and what you guys bring up as well. So, and I did do some Amazon. I added to my position a little bit yesterday as we pulled back on Amazon. So let's see. What are we looking for here? All right. So we did that. All right. Sweat out PNW crossing the 8 EMA debt. Okay. Let's see. All right. So there we go. There's Sean's note in there. Got it. Okay. So we're looking at Alan put in Square bearish with the retest of the 66. So let's see where Square is hanging out in pre-market. I just want to see the whole fib. Okay, good. So Square is down 90 cents right now. Alan is saying retest of the 66 and fail. So we're down at 64.70 right now, Alan, which is great. Retest to the 66. 55 is your target, right? So on this price stock, we're looking at $1 above, maybe 50 cents, somewhere in there because it's such low price. But in this range, anything under 300, we have a target $1 off of a on next fib line. So 56 would be the exit. Let me see something here. 55, 66, 12. Oh, I don't have all of my symbols loaded. Let's try that one more time. Too fast. Let it come up first, Rob. Okay. And then do it. I just wanted to change over so I could see what the Fibit was on Square. So, Alan, we're right at that Fibit. You may want 55. It's actually 11. No, we're good. We're good. So, a lot of room to go. Move $6 a day, so a lot of opportunity there. Good setup. I like it, Alan, a lot. Let me see. Frankie's got ADI. And let's see where they are on pre-market. So ADI retest the 150 and fail. All right. So right now, I don't have a print on it. It shows no movement yet pre-market. So they may not just be one that reports in pre-market, at least not things that we can see. The level 1 gets you the access to it. But so, yep, I'm all for it. 142 is a target there. Funny thing is, this channel that I've got drawn is awesome. But when we broke the last time, we went right to that 142 back again, and I'm looking for that 142 as a retest. So I like it, Frankie. Good trading plan. Paul said BBBY. So BBBY, I saw the news on it this morning, was not good. I don't remember what it was anymore, but it was news. They were down $1. They're at $6. I mean, I guess to me, Paul, is how far down can it go, right? I mean, how low can you go, right? I'm not doing anything bullish on it. That is for sure. Not with the way this puppy's looking right now. There's no way, right? So for me, I would pass and not do anything unless you thought there was a covered position. You could do a spread on BBBY. So if they're trading at $6, can get above a 6.5 on a call. Yeah, I mean, you got a 6.5, 7. I mean, if you can get these numbers, 20 cents on a 50-cent spread that expires this week, great. If you go 7.5, 31.44, even this, you're looking at 13 cents on 50 cents. That's 26 cents. 25. It's about a 25% rate of return for the 7.5, right? Through Friday, of course. So, but when I see this, I'm just not excited. The bear call spread would be the only thing I would consider. Hope that helps, Paul. Let me know down below. And guys, if you like what you're seeing, smash that like button. Let everybody know. Let YouTube know that this is good stuff. Helps us in our algorithms. Roku bearish down to 76, Erica's saying. So let's go look at Roku. I like me some Roku. We talked about them last night in the mastermind group. Roku's down 57 cents. Erica said down to 76. Where are we on Roku? 88. So first thing I see, let's see, we're not moving there. All right, there we go. First thing I see, let's see, 69. Well, let's do this. 84.96 is 12. We're good there. 69, 60, we'll call it 70 to 84 is 14. So we don't need Fibits in there. So first thing I see on Roku is the retest of the 83.72. That would be my first target. So if they're down today, I'd love to see a retest of the 8 moving average. So up closer to 91, 90, 91, and a rollover. And then 84 would be my target. All right. Hope that helps, Erica. Let me know below. Kevin's asking if we can look at Oxy, OXY. All right, so let's see where they are in pre-market. Gas is back up, right? So they're up $1 to 62.70. And Kevin's looking at it bullish, right? Yeah, so they're at 62.70 right now. We're looking at 61. Kevin, I would love to see the pullback a little bit to the 21 and the bounce if you're looking for that bullish trade. Here's the only thing that the first thing that catches my eye is where is that moving average in relation to the 2 fib lines that I've got drawn. And we're about in the middle. Now, if you have enough room in there and you're comfortable with that 61.5 up to 64.5, great. For me, I tend to find other setups than this. And that's my personality is I'm not the guy swinging for the fence. I'm not the guy that takes the most trades. But I am the guy that when I take the entry, I've got a very high probability of being right in the trade. Right? This to me is in the middle. It's kind of a little more aggressive. Now, if a pivot aligns in there somewhere, then perfect. I would look at that. All right. Doesn't mean don't take the trade. This is just Rob's thoughts on what I do in the trade. All right. So I hope that helps, Kevin. I do like that they're bullish on the move up today with the news. Tripp said Cisco for a switchback trade. All right, so let's see. We need a new fib drawn in there after she gap from the earnings. Le gap. All right, so let's see. Switchback trade off the 236. All right, so we've got our fibs in the same place, Tripp, which is good. Downside looks better. It might be too close to the 8. Yeah, for the up, it's hard, Tripp. I agree. I mean, the setup is there. It's in the right place. I just wish the 8 was a little further down and the 21 was a little further up. Because you don't have big movement inside of here either. Right? But if we can get, where is Cisco right now? If we can get the drop and retrace, so we're up a nickel. So if we can retest that 43.31 and fail, you've got room down to 42. So you got a $2 movement there. You can pick up 50, 80 cents on the option. Right? So I like it, Tripp. I like it. Good plan for the day. Robert's asking for JD. Let's see where they are in the pre-market. They're down 22 cents. JD for puts or bear call spread above 70 with the retest of the 68.80. Let's see that. Let's see that. Okay. So I've got it at 67.10, Robert. We're pretty close. But it isn't a true bullish bias. They're down to 64.32, so they're still above the 8 moving average. So if you want to take that short-term retest off of that, which we've had that triple top in there, 3 times we've been up there. If you want to take that short-term, I'm looking at 63.5 as the downside, Robert. So caution on that one. Tripp's looking at IBM. Another switchback off of the 0 line on the fibs. So you guys can see it. That's the 0 line right there. I love that IBM has respected it as much as it did. Twice there, actually 3 times. Right here, 1, 2, 3. Can't count this. That was the original move to it. So that's not it. So switch back again, Tripp. 8 moving average kind of in the middle. Let's see, 35 to 42, 35 half, 42 and a half. So let's just call it 35, 42 is 7. All right, so we need L118 inside of here anyway. So let's go see where that aligns with the moving average now. So we're pretty close to that moving average. You got to move down to about 139. And on the upside to about 146. So not as bad. Once we had to put the fib in there, it's not as bad. Just the moving average in there is more of a problem. Let's see. Good, Paul. Glad it was helpful. Say, hey, he said, how did the inflation and demand affect car buying Monday? Actually, car buying is happening today for my daughter. We're headed out. She got called to jury duty yesterday. It was supposed to be yesterday. She sat the whole day yesterday, and they didn't call her, which is great because she gets to go home and gets a 6-year reprieve before she's got to do it again. So we'll find out today. But we've got the website price. We've got the website interest rate. We've got everything that's on Mazda's site. She knows the car. They have it in stock. I mean, we're ready to rob, pounce, right? On them. We'll see. I'll report back and let you guys know how bad it was. No worry about it, Erica. Let's see. RBLX, Mike is asking for. Oh, all right. Gotta hit the S first, Rob. RBLX. Let's go look here. RBLX in the pre-market is down 34 cents. So not a whole lot happening yet today. Support and resistance lines Mike's asking for. So, Mike, we've got a potential move on RBLX down to about 31.41. 33. Yeah, we need to put Fibbits in here. Negative 136 and a 118. So on the upside, we're looking at about 39, right? So the upside move is better because it's clearer. There's nothing in the way. The downside, the 32.91 is in the way, which is the 8 moving average. You're going to hesitate around there. All right, hope that helps, Mike. Let me know. Kevin, you're quite welcome. Yeah, Karen said, Powell speaking today. It looks like, yeah. he's speaking today, and every time he opens his mouth, there's an opportunity for something coming out. There's other presidents that are agreeing with him. You know, the Fed leaders that are agreeing, or not with him, but agreeing that 3/4 is where we need to go again for the July rate hike. So I don't think we'll see anything interim. We might. You never know with a politician. But he's the Fed chair. He's a politician. If his job works with politicians, he's a politician. So on Apple, Andres is asking for Apple. We've got to move to the downside there, Andres, right? So right now they're up 4 cents. Retest at 139. We don't need a Fibit. 131/4 is support. So I'd be out at 132, 132.5, somewhere in there would be my target. Hope that helps. Let me know down below. Paul is asking for SPY. We're up 55 cents right now on SPY. Let me get this current. There we go. We're up 55 cents on SPY. The 381/4. Right? 382 is our 8-moving average. Yeah, I mean, 367 and 385 are targets. My pre-market on pivots, which is always off slightly because of the way TradeStation calculates, right? I've got decent move there of 380 up to 385. So for that pivot, if it breaks, so when I've got to move this big between the S1 and the pivot, anything over $4 or more, I'll look to scale out of half the trade at the midpoint. If we break to the downside, 380 and 377, I may take the midpoint on $3, but if my move is only $2, 89.5, yeah. If it's only a $2 move, I will not take the midpoint. I'll take the entire pivot on there. I hope that helps, Paul, and let me know. Let me bring back make it charts. Say, hey, Cisco also looks like it has a box of neutrality. Let's see. It does. It does in here. I'm playing around. You're like, what? Where's he going to draw? Where's he going to stop? All I'm looking for is where can I get the most hits, and not where I don't have to make it where every candle gets to participate, right? I'm not worried about putting it down here because the first candle was there, right? But if I can get enough hits, right? So, we've hit it multiple times. So yes, we absolutely do. Good. You're welcome, Mike. Absolutely. Sean said, I learned the hard way not to trade when he speaks. Yes. And as long as he's not speaking, it's okay. So in other words, if you're taking a trade, you know when he's going to speak, you exit before that conversation happens and you're good to go. But that's why it's important. Go to Forex Factory and look at their economic reports, or whoever you go to, Benzinga, wherever it is, Yahoo, if you want, to find out what's going on there. All right. So guys, I mentioned it yesterday about the total market control is our next free training we've got coming up. Definitely get yourself to that training. All right. You do not want to miss out on that. It's funny. I brought up this clock yesterday and said, listen, you don't have to get it. If you're interested, go for it. Half the clocks we had in stock went yesterday after that. Sean's going to drop a link in for this, guys. If you're interested in this clock, we're not reordering them at this point. We're not going to add more to it. We're looking to do something a little bit differently, meaning a different manufacturer instead of a retailer or a reseller. We'll go to that manufacturer first. So it's going to be a while before we're ready to reproduce them again. But if you're interested, go ahead and grab the clocks. There's only a handful of them left. They're 2-inch wide aluminum clock, 16-inch diameter, actual glass, not plastic on the front. It's a really sweet clock. So with that, make it a profitable day. Stay focused on the quest to becoming a great trader. Keep crushing it. And remember, you're just one trade away. Take care, everybody. I will see you all tomorrow at our next update. All right. Bye for now.